What's up everyone? Welcome to another video. Super excited for this one. On this video, we are going to be opening up OP-11, and then we are also going to crack into the new illustration boxes Volume 3 and Volume 4. The last illustration boxes, I don't believe, had a ton of big pulls in them, but they were fun to open. We got some really awesome artwork out of them. I play the Black Marias. I actually have a few of the old artwork here of the ones that I'm not currently playing. So in the last illustration box, we got the Onamis out of there. We got the Yamatos, and then we got the Boa Hancocks. On this one, I'm super excited because they have some of the Straw Hat Egghead characters. Now, I believe that coming down the pipeline is a yellow Luffy starter deck that's going to be Egghead themed. So I went ahead and bought 3 more of these boxes. So I should have a playset of these cool new cards. And I'm excited to be able to play yellow. I have never played yellow, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get into this box opening. I'm going to do a little bit of an ambiance change. I think I'm going to try to mess around a little bit more with the lighting in the stream. So let me know what you guys think below. All right, so it's dark now. Let's get into it. All right, so I think we should start with the booster box first, and we'll finish on the boxes. So super excited about this one. Some pulls out of here. Obviously, the Katakuris are always going to be appreciated, but also I think there are the Nami blockers that come in here. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it is, but don't quote me on that. All right, so I do have to stop really quick, and I have to give a big shout out to our friend Frankie, who is also supplying this box for us to open on the channel. You guys, on the last one, I posted his eBay link. Right now, if you go to it, you probably won't see a whole lot because he hasn't posted up. He's in the process of doing some really cool stuff, setting up a Discord, setting up that store. Ton of product, you guys. We're talking about OP-11, OP-12, PRP2 is coming down the pipeline. My buddy is the guy to go to. Anyone locally, you guys know that he's going to hook you guys up with fair pricing, and it's consistent. You know, you can get product from him, and just great, swell guy. So shout out to you, Frankie. I appreciate you, brother. Hopefully we can get some big pulls out of this. Let's get into it. Ooh, there's something like that cracking the box feeling, huh? Let's start with the right side. All right, obviously Katakuris is what we're looking for. Looking for any alt hits. We're looking for literally any of the leaders. Katakuri alternative art leader would actually be so hilarious, considering, well, I just did a big trade to get the Katakuri leader. So that would be actually so funny. And I am trying a new camera angle here, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it. But I am going to try to go as slow as I can. Try to get the full shot here. Excalibur, great one. Okay, we got a rare of the new Charlotte Linlin. We got an Arlong, nice. Move on to the next pack here. So we are kind of been out for a while now with the ban list, and it's in effect tomorrow as of this video. So I'm going into this weekend, getting ready to play a lot of One Piece, and basically going to be playing in a new meta. Not only do we have OP-12 out, but we have a ton of the leader bands, and not leader bands, I don't know why I said the unban of the leader. We got Katakuri making a comeback. Oh, that Frankie card is so good. We got Shirley. Nami, this is the blocker I was talking about. Nice. That's a big hit right there. SR, let's go. So yeah, we're super looking forward to playing the new meta. I actually am not going to jump on board with a lot of what is being played at the moment as far as like the new leaders. I think there's definitely potential for me to play in the future some of those leaders. But for now, I don't want to overly invest in the product just because, well, it's kind of pricey right now. As those of you who know, who play the game, prices can get a little crazy after the pre-release, or after the initial release. Well, pre-release too, but we are seeing the prices go down on some stuff. We got the Katakuri Leader, Gum Gum Elephant Gallon, and the new Kuzan. Nice. Prices are going down, you guys, but not as fast as I'd like, obviously, as anyone would like. So I think I'm just gonna kind of stick with what I'm playing. I'm really enjoying playing the Smoker with a little bit more support from the new secret rare Bonnie. Bonnie basically allows me to play a blocker and set one a Dawn active, so pretty great. And then I'm also playing the new Dracula Mihawk in it, and that allows me to be able to stand up 4 Dawn after playing him. I can't play a 7 cost after that, but I do get 4 Dawn up. I am running some counter events in there, so it definitely helps with that. But I think what I'm going to attempt to do, ooh, Jinbei, another secret rare, nice. All right, next card. I turned up the brightness of the screen and hoping that comes across a little bit. I'm using a warmer light this go around. Leader, who's another leader in this one? Luffy, right? Jinbei, of course, I should know that. I pulled the Altard leader of that. Nice. All right, next pack. So what I was saying is I think I'm gonna kind of go back to the well, be playing the, is that even an expression? Am I getting that right? Back to the well? I'm not sure if that's an actual expression. I might just be goofing on that. I am going to be trying to play Doflamingo. I'm trying to bring it back, you guys. Oops, skipped one there. It is rumored that the OP-14, yeah, 14 is going to be Warlord base. So it's a perfect deck to be practicing. Ooh, Honesty Impact, that's a great card to play right there. And Shirahoshi. So no hits so far, but we're going to keep it going. So yeah, I think that Doflamingo has the potential to be really good in the meta in 12, because a lot of people are playing things like Silver's Rayleigh, who can't play a character over the cost of 5. You obviously have a lot of bounce back to hand, as well as bottom of decking with the Gum Gum Rock and the Gravity Blades. So a lot of board removal there as well. Got the blue purple leader there. Zeus, also a really a good card. Gear 2, nice. So Dofi's going to be another one. Also, I'm in the deep works of trying to collect the cards to build OP-11, 11.5, OP-12 Marco. There are some really good support cards that are coming. I think I talked about it on the last video, but we have some really great support coming in PRB2 for that deck. So I kind of want to give it a shot. I was able to borrow another leader. Was able to borrow a playset of I was able to borrow a playable 2 cards of the 9-cost blue Sanjis that just really synergize very well with the Silver's Rayleighs from OP-08. So I really think that there's going to be some really good potential in that deck in the meta, and it's kind of an off-meta deck, so really want to do that instead of investing a ton of money at the moment. So we got a rare, another SR, Sanji, nice. All right, so we have 3 SR so far, a ton of really good rares. Oh, leader pack. Let's go, dude. That's we're gonna put that off to the side there. So as I was about to say, we haven't got a hit yet. Big hit came in right there, you guys. I love the booster packs that have the alternative leaders in them. I think that I didn't appreciate them as much as when I was opening them earlier in the channel. I think that I ended up trading a lot of the alternative art leaders from the boxes that I pulled, just because I really wasn't all that interested. Now that I've had some time to really work on my collection and trade and just kind of get a feel for the game, new Nami leader there, Prince Gurus, and Let's Crash a Wedding. So now that I've kind of been more like solidified in the collection part of One Piece TCG, I think that my strategy for collecting has shifted. I wasn't necessarily looking for like master set collection at the beginning. I was really just focusing on like some really cool alt art characters that I could play. I think since then it's shifted a little bit, in the sense that now I'm really just focusing on collecting the leaders. I really enjoy just having that from each set, more so than the alternative art characters. Don't get me wrong, the alt characters are still really good fire, and I play them, you know, like I'm not one of those people that leaves it in their binder. I know a lot of people have preferences on that, but that being said, if prices continue to be what they are, and with all the cool packs that we have, or sets that we have coming down the line, I probably will focus on playing just like the regular mint like arts of cards, just so that I could save the old wallet. I really want to use as much of my funds as I can towards PRB too, because I think there's a lot of really good support for the decks that I play in that. Okay, Let's Crash Away. The gold border there really threw me off, you guys. I really thought that was something. Guys, I always do this. I forget to like let you guys know when I transition. That was the first pack on the left-hand side. So we are now officially on the left-hand side, which is crazy because I know that correlation isn't causation, but a lot of the hits that came out of the pre-release booster boxes, and then of course the booster box that we opened in the last video in this channel, came from the right side, and it was like one of the early packs that you like you open. It was kind of towards the top, which was really interesting. This one is a little less predictable, but we have some more alt arts, I'm sure of it, coming out. It has to. I mean, we've only pulled the alt art leader so far. So, okay, Oven. Are the bangers gonna come at the end, you guys? Are we thinking this is going to be some like last pack magic type vibe? Perhaps. We can hope. We can hope and pray and hope that this isn't like a two-hit box. Fingers crossed. That did happen to us on one of the OP-7 boxes that we opened. So that would be really unfortunate if that were the case. Really hoping that's not the case. I don't like the this like shadow that it's casting on the cards with the lighting, so I am gonna keep that into consideration on the next one, you guys. That's why I'm trying to like ensure that I stop and look at the card for a little bit before I turn it, so that we have a little bit of time to appreciate the art in them. Okay, Neptune. Oh, whoa, big hit. Let's go. Gear 2. That is a freaking awesome pull, you guys. Dang, I was talking about, I hope this isn't a two-hit box, and we pull this event out. Are you kidding me? That's a fire pull. I gotta sleeve it. Wow, look at that, guys. What a fire pull right there. Honestly, that's a freaking banger, you guys. I cannot be mad at that. That is just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, we're off to a really, really good ending. You thought I was gonna say good start there, huh? No. We're off to a really good ending. We pulled the alt art on the right side. Left side has been bangers. Obviously a fire pull there. I'm hoping for one more. I think if we pull the secret rare, we might be cooked. But we could also not pull the Seeker, as we know from opening OP-11, that sometimes the cards just aren't in our favor, or the booster boxes aren't. I lost track of what my thought was when I was talking before we pulled that out. Nice. Another peacock on the Sama Kujaku in the card play. Nice. We have 4 SRs out so far, so we should have a couple more SRs as well. Okay, all right, we got the first Dawn pack. Let's see what we got. Is this the Katakuri one? No, it's the Luffy Sanji one. They believe in me. Nice. Katakuri. Nami. I'm gonna be the Navy and Doll. Nice. Navy officer. I'm not gonna be the Navy. That's crazy. That's a bold statement by Kobe. I'm gonna be the Navy. Keep her pushing here, you guys. We got a lot more stuff, so I'm gonna try to speed through the last of this. We have 2 more of the boxes, of the illustration boxes that we're gonna open. So I do want to ensure that we don't take too much of your time here. Might speed through this as far as the edit, because I don't know if we might have any more hits on this box. Blue hole there. There's the other SR, Beiji. So we might have 2 more SRs. I think you get 7 SRs in a booster box. Don't quote me on that. Pretty sure. Let's see if we can't pull some more fire out. I'd be really happy with another alternative art card here, guys. Alternative art Katakuri. That'd be fire. Can we get an SR alt? That'd be fire. So we got a Beiji. Charlotte Pudding, another SR. All right, coming towards the end of the packs here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the SRs so far. Can we pull more? What a question. You guys, I feel like the excitement pump after pulling a banger hit like Gear 2 Parallel drains me. I feel like I've become more quiet after the big boxes, and I feel like it's a 2-part thing. One, obviously, like, super excited, you get super hyped, and you have to kind of lock back into what you're doing. But also, Kobe, of course, new Kobe. That would be crazy if we pull a Kobe alt leader, because I was chasing that for so long, I ended up trading it for an alt art blocker Nami, the SR. So that would probably not be the vibe. If it's an alt art Nami though, that would be fire, bro. That would be so fire. But yeah, trying to keep the energy up. I know we got a long ways to go. We still have like 3 different sets to open up between the illustration box. Comes with OP-08. There's 11 and then 2 of the 12. So I'm really juiced about that, you guys. We have a few more packs to go, 2 or 3. Let's see if we pull anything crazy. Secret rare, let's go. That's what we want to see. Monkey D. Luffy, secret rare. Let's go. Bam, all sleeved up, all looking gorgeous. Rush card. That's a fire card. I play one of these in the Marco deck, believe it or not, just because it's rush and it allows you to kind of close out at the end. So it lets you put a Rested Dawn on a leader, which is great for the Marco ability, so you can do minus 2,000 to anything out there. Yeah, super excited about that. I don't run a whole lot of removal as far as like events on the Marco deck. A lot of it just comes from a bunch of cards that I've been running. Like the starter deck 21 Robin, where you attach a Dawn and then swing and KO a 2,000. I was literally just talking about this card. I thought it was in starter deck 21, but it's here as a common. So do they transfer over? I was literally just talking about this card. So this one is Dawn 2 minus, is it the other one, Dawn 1? I don't remember, I have to look into that. But this is the card I was talking about. But no, that's minus. Though Starter Deck 21 is KO, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to go look at that because that might not be the case. And Beppa, all right, another SR there. So that might be all the SRs that are going to be coming out of this box. I think, well, we might have some leaders. And I think those are going to be all of the bangers for this booster box, to be honest. Yeah, that's a Dawn. It's a little leader pack. Wow, great artwork there. I love the little like pullouts from the manga. Katakuri, and then the Zeus. Zeus is a great card, great yellow card. I'm really hoping that since we pulled 2 of the Katakuri leaders, that we're manifesting that it's a Katakuri. That would be fire. It would be fire, but I would be a little disappointed considering I did a big trade today for it. I traded out my OP-12 Kuma, which you yellow players out there who need those Kumas, you know that that card is pricey. I was going to hang on to it for the binder, but I ended up trading it so that I could get my hands on the Katakuri and then some BVs because I really wanted the BVs for my Marco deck. All right, so that's it right there. We have one more pack to open, and it's the leader pack. I'm super excited about this, you guys. I really want the Nami out of here. I think a Nami alternative art would be so fire. If I got a Kobe out of it, I'd be happy, but I'd be a little depressed because that's another trade that I traded up some really good cards for. What else? Who else? Jinbei. I pulled the Jinbei out of this set already, so really would not want the Jinbei. Let's see what we got here. Excalibur. Reiju. Oh, that's purple. Katakuri, you're joking, bro. Freaking fire pull. But literally, I just traded for this card. That is hilarious how things work, you guys. That is just A1 hilarious. But this one is in really good condition. The edges are really good. I don't know a whole lot about centering, but from what I can tell, pretty decent. I'm using the grids on my camera to gauge it out. So I think this is a really good card. I don't know, does that mean that we keep one to play and then keep one to send in to get graded? Maybe that's what we do. Wow, fire pull there, you guys. You can't be mad at it. Katakuri, that's kind of what I was hoping for. We got the Katakuri, the Gear 2, and then of course the secret rare Luffy. Fire pulls here, you guys. So let's put these back and let's get into the illustration boxes. All right, we're gonna start with the volume 3. I can't really get it in the shot here. Illustration volume 3. It's the blue one. We're gonna be opening it up for these 2 cards that I really want to add to my collection. So let's get into it. All right, so we got the 2 new Monkey D. Luffy and Roronoa Zoro illustrations. We got Zoro. Trigger, if your leader has an egghead type, rest up to one of your opponent's characters or leaders. Leaders or characters, said that backward. 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1k. Uncommon, crazy. And then we have another SR? This one's an SR. We got the Monkey D. Luffy trigger, KO up to one of your opponent's character with a cost of 4 or less. And then you may trash this character if you have 2 or less live cards, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 4 or less, then draw 1 card. So typical egghead Luffy there. We pulled a couple of those, but I'm super excited for this one. So with that, we got OP-08, OP-11, and OP-12. We'll start in chronological order, go with 8. How fire would it be if we pulled a Marco leader out of this? Be a fire. I am different packaging on these, man. I'm telling you, these are more I thought I saw red. I got so excited. I got so excited, you guys. But no, it's not a red bag, so we're good there. Yeah, different packaging. 08, one of my favorite sets. It was super nice to us. We pulled a ton of secret rares. We pulled a parallel out of that. And so a lot of support in here for Marco, which I'm really excited to be playing. But let's see what it gives us. Snake, nice. Fire egghead card right there. We pulled the alt art, but the SR is just as pretty. Nice. All right, moving to OP-11. We just opened a whole box of this, so how crazy would it be if we pulled another fire card out of here? I think it'd be pretty crazy in my opinion, but let's see what we can get out of here. Not a leader. I've seen a lot of YouTubers who open packages and booster boxes and booster packs. They all feel the texture of the card before opening it. I think it's, you know, cool and all, but me personally, I want to appreciate every little card as much as I can before we jump into the big one in the back. Okay, another of the Kujaku there. So 2 SRs so far. Bangers, you guys, bangers so far. Anytime that you can open these bad boys and get SRs out of them, it's a good day. Because I have pulled some illustration boxes that were straight up. I have opened a few of them on the stream and on video and off the video. Crocodile was such an OP card. That card right there, so OP during pre-release. Everybody was running that, just so good. I've seen some people play Crocodile, the leader. I personally have never played that. It is a purple one. I think if I were to get back into purple, I would either do a Straw Hat purple, or I would run a SR Monkey D. Garb. Nice. Fire pull there. I think I have a place out of these. If I were to play purple, I would definitely play Katakuri, because it's just, for one, I have the alt leader, right? And two, it's just a banger. Just banger setup, and I'm starting to get used to the ramping. I've pretty much kind of adapted to it. So there have been some people that have been playing Kagura. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit part of me thought about running the Kagura, but without like the reject dial card and a couple other stuff, I don't think it's that fun. Maybe for an off meta type of game. Oh, another SR. Sick. You guys, we opened SRs out of every single pack, I think. Right? Yeah, 4 packs, 4 SRs. Dude, let's go. So no crazy big pulls on that. However, we did pull some really good SRs. S-Snakes, Kujaku, Monkey D. Garp, and Dragon. So some really good SRs out of that. I could not be happier. That was, I mean, is it worth what I paid for the illustration box? Probably not, but these 2 cards, probably worth for these 2 cards. I really like them. All right, let's get into the next box. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I started tearing into this, but I should probably show a little bit of the artwork. We got Mihawk in the front, we got the Mihawk and a Perona. Same packs up top, but let's get into it. All right, so the other illustration box, we got Dracula, Mihawk, and Perona. Full art, really good looking cards. This one is if you have 2 or less characters, play up to 1 Muggy, Kingdom type, or / attribute character card with a cost of 4 or less, other than Dracula, Mihawk, and then from your hand rested. So 2K counter, gets it out there, and I believe this is a searcher for Thriller Bark and Dracula Mihawk. So nice. I hope my lack of excitement for this illustration box does not impact the pulls that we get on it. Also, that it doesn't give the impression that I somehow prefer one of the boxes over the other, even though I definitely ordered more of one box than the other. But don't let that, you know, make you think that I'm not excited to open these packs, because at the end of the day, we're opening up 3 different sets out of an illustration box. that a lot of people have pulled some fires. The last one pulled a bunch of SRs. Not mad at it. Let's see if we can get some big hits out of this one. This could prove me wrong. Okay, we got a rare. So, this box, not the big favorites, but it didn't give me an SR. That's okay. Let's keep it pushing. We're gonna go OP-11. Not a red back. So no Alt-Art leader there. Not a leader pack. Let's see what we can pull out of here. Shoo. Nico Robin. All right, got a lot of Newtonians in here. Ripper, Brooke, and another rare. Yo, I think it heard me talking smack, you guys, because all of a sudden, the hits are not SRs. The hits are not hitting. Let's see if we can pull some magic out of this last pack of magic, you guys. Overall, I'm really happy with what we've pulled so far, but let's see if we can pull some more fire out of any of these. Now we're on 12. This is the latest set. Would love a Alt-Art Shanks, the 4-cost blocker. That would be fire. Literally any Alt-Art from this set would be fire. Nope, we're gonna get rares. Okay, well, I think Bandai and I both have a favorite theme here. The box that has the Straw Hats in it. Clearly our favorite song about that. So it's not just me. You guys can't blame me for that. Not a leader pack. Let's see if we can pull some last pack magic here, you guys. Come on, magic. Come on, magic. Prove me wrong, bro. I want you to prove me wrong. Zeph. Rosinante. Dude, what a bomber that is. Another rare. Complete bust on the second one. But overall, you guys, pretty happy with the pulls that we got. The box was fire, obviously. Pulled a ton of SRs out of the first illustration box. Sick Alt-Art here. We pulled some fire Alt-Art out of there. The Gear 2 and the Katakuri out of the box. We got some bangers with the illustration leaders. Those are fire. Illustration characters, not leaders. Just fire looking cards. The first box gave us a ton of awesome SRs that you really just can't be mad about. Oh, and these are rares. A couple rares. I guess we'll do a drive-by. So overall, really happy with what we pulled, you guys. Can't be happy with any of that. I appreciate you guys sticking it out to the end. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. It helps me a ton. Trying to get back on my grind, you guys. Trying to push it out. I got some more content coming up with another box that I'll be opening, another 2 boxes. And then I will drop the information for my buddy Frankie down at the comment section or the description below as well. Local guys, don't sleep on it. You know, we don't have him forever before he moves on to the next place. So really take advantage of that resource while you can. Once we have everything set up for his Discord and his eBay store, I'll come back through and I'll drop a bunch of information in the comments. But other than that, you know, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you guys liked what you saw, make sure you come back for the next one. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.